I hope we're ready
Yeah.
because we're going. We're recording. All right. This is game 1 from the Monday in-house scrim thingy, whatever. Oh, we grab a drink. Okay. This is interesting. I've never VOD reviewed both sides at the same time before. It's always been from one perspective.
She said.
That's a little bit of a stretch, but okay. All right. So to start off, we have Volibear, Rammus, Cillian, Ezreal, Zyra on the blue side, and then Tryndamere, Trundle, Orianna, Sivir, Maokai on the red side. In the top lane, I think this is a good matchup for Volibear, if I'm not mistaken. Especially pre-6. In the jungle, this is, in the theory, good for Trundle. But in the current meta, it might not fucking matter just because Rammus is so strong. Oh yeah, that was BM of you as hell. What the fuck were you doing? We were just chilling in the mid lane. And this bitch ass tries to auto me.
I've done it to so many people at this point, I just don't even care. Like, I knew that I wasn't going to get collapsed on quick enough, so it's just a matter of if we fight, we fight. My sustain in jungle is a bit better than yours, because I actually heal off my Q and whatnot.
Mid lane should just be a farm fest. Bot lane should probably also just be a farm fest. The only team that can, in theory, really do anything is gonna be red side with the Maokai. The Sivir shouldn't be under any threat from the Zyra, really. Besides poke, Maokai can heal that all. Oh, why'd he go Comet? Chubby, why'd you go Comet, Maokai? Over like Aftershock?
Just a preference on just more lane. I'll take that if I'm more for laning. Like if I want to try to be a little bit more of a bully in lane or.
Yeah, you're not gonna bully Ezreal Zyra too much though.
Yeah, they're just a little too long range. Like I get it in the fact that like you want to match their poke with counter poke, but it might be a little more difficult. Also, in theory, this should just be a farm lane. You're not looking to do too much early with Sivir. Sivir's early damage isn't very good until she starts getting some points into her Q. So you can start looking maybe around like level 5 or so. So in theory, if you play it right, you can poke out with your saplings and Comet. And then potentially look at around like level 5, level 4, level 5 with the Sivir. But it shouldn't result in a kill. In theory. But that's just theory. Execution is a whole different matter. This is a good gank. Trundle.
Great gang.
Ezreal should get out without having to blow flash. Oh, yes, blow flash. Thank you. Wait, did you step back there?
I think he would have died if he would have flashed though. He may have traded, but would have been.
Because, like, I'm on phase rush, right?
Oh, yeah, no, you don't want to flash there. Because there's a chance that with the potion ticking, because you didn't have Q back up, so there's a chance your auto doesn't actually kill there. Because yeah, you don't have press the attack. What am I looking for? You? No. Q. Yeah, so you don't have press the attack. So there is a chance that you don't get it off the auto attack,
Yeah,
and then you just look silly.
Auto range.
I think you kill me, but you probably die.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so then I just steal your Raptors here. It's the Rammus, because you showed top with 12 farm, which means buff Grump, king top, bottom. Which means I have control of Raptors and the top scuttle. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much to say about mid lane. Neither of them are on the team in the first case, so I don't really care about it. Also, it's Zillion and Orianna. They're just going to be farming until Lost Chapters, and then once they get Lost Chapters, guess what? There's just going to be more fucking farming. TA proc. Trade back. He already has the W so he can heal up. That flash was unnecessary. Tryndamere doesn't have the burst. Especially with me coming in as the Rammus, if you don't flash away there, we potentially actually kill the Tryndamere with your damage on top of mine. This is definitely an overreach. You don't have level 6 yet, so you don't actually beat me. I don't think in the 1v1. Even with 6s, I might out damage you. It depends on how much CDR you have, but yeah. Just with how strong Rammus is.
Mindset was if we can kill you before the volley bear can kill one of us.
Double AD trying to kill Rammus. Pfft,
Hey man.
fucking fool.
Hey man. It's been a hot minute since I've played Trundle.
Yeah, we actually thought it was going to go top lane the entire draft until you picked the Tryndamere. We were like, they think they're cheeky, they think they're going to do a flex into the top lane, but we know it's going to go top because Alistair doesn't play Trundle.
Yeah man, I play Trundle if I have to. I prefer not picking it unless like I know that it's a really good matchup. Because like my great weakness is I love to right click. Smile.
This is really unlucky, your farm so far, Snuggle.
Yeah, it was that gank. We lost 2 waves off that gank.
Top lane is going well. That was a good kill by Leper. Definitely an overreach by Ego on the Tryndamere. He's not level 6 yet. He doesn't have Ignite. He doesn't have Flash. The Wallbear can just fucking bop him. Channel the E, stun into W, and he's just dead to the E. Yeah. Like this, I'm pretty sure this is a... I don't know top lane super well, but I'm pretty sure this is a really good, like... Wallbear. That's really unlucky the lightning didn't bounce. I thought it prioritized champs, but I guess not. It's just because by proximity. My intuition would have thought that the Wallbear lightning passive would have bounced over to the Tryndamere and killed them there, but I guess not. It's good zoning. Okay, at least not falling further behind in CS bot lane, which is good. You're just keeping it even at 10 to 15. See, jungle has 2 camps. Trundle has 1 gank off though. I guess Rammus also has 1. Trundle has 2.
Why does Volibear do that much damage?
He's just really strong early game. He's like the new Olaf. Oh yeah, this is funny. I don't think you ever commit to going down there, because as long as, if you're just hovering up on this top side, there's no way out, right? Like you go this way, he commits to going this way, and you can still catch him. Like you just keep him there and stay here, because Trundle ain't coming. Trundle's fucking down here. You just stay here until your Q's back, and you run down that Tryndamere, and he's dead there without level 6. So just slightly missed execution there, but you're up essentially 2 kills with the 20 farm and the solo kill. Okay, there's 3 kills. Yeah. The second fucking W you get onto someone with Volibear, schmacks. Right. I believe the Rammus went for a gank bot. Didn't develop. So just more farming. Catching up in farm just because of better last hitting. This should just be free drink. No, Orianna backed, so this can't be a drag. Ah, yes, I remember this. We thought you were gonna drag, and so I was like, whatever. They can have the drag, because I don't think we saw Orianna recall, so we thought the Orianna was there, and they have push and bot, so it's like whatever. Y'all can have the dragon. Let me see if I can steal not raptors. Wolves. The wolves aren't up. Let me just steal the blue buff. But he didn't in fact get the dragon because they were on a back. So good catch though. Good turn. Wallbear gets top scuttle. This should be yours now. Sorry, backing here just like Ezreal did. Yep. Oh, how's this wave though?
More aggressive aggressive in lane as opposed to playing for the counter gank prior to the dragon fight.
It's up to you. It's your style. It's however you play, I guess.
Okay.
It's up to you. Okay,
Now,
Sivir's gonna
questions on back typing. Sivir, should she just have straight backed here instead of pushing it and lose a wave? Because she's going to lose a wave either way, right? When I come
No,
back
because
first?
she potentially has a freeze here if she takes it.
But she's
You
got
guys
back.
fucked up your back by. I mean, it's an Ezreal Sivir lane. It doesn't super matter. Now she's trolling by
that's
pushing out. Like, in theory, she could have. There's no River Fruit, but she has Spell Shield. She could have Spell Shielded a Dragon Auto, gotten some mana back, would have been at like a quarter mana, and then just like froze this wave here and gotten like a 25-30 CS lead over you instead of a 15 CS lead. But she fucks up and pushes it out, so it's now slow pushing away from her.
Yeah, and I'm up items now, or at least.
Yeah.
Well, not really.
Zyra roam top
Yeah.
though, so that gives her free chance. Like I think they saw Zyra top. If you saw Zyra top lane, this should just be free push out bot lane, with the Maokai being there and the Zyra not, and then the Sivir can get a free back without missing anything. Yeah, so she should just back here and she won't miss a wave. And this is dive. The fucking what's his face? Volibear went a little early. Like, you turned off the tower before anyone else was in there, which is a slight misplay. It worked out in the end. We just took a lot of damage for it. But yeah, let's see here. She misses. Oh, it didn't fully crash. Oh, okay. If they had fully crashed that, she would have missed like 2 or 3 melees, but
Well,
instead she
back
missed a
used
full
to.
wave. Yeah.
And I
The
get
Maokai
freezing
didn't.
right
The
outside.
Maokai didn't lock it in. The Maokai
That's why
didn't
I'm
lock it
wondering
in.
if it's better just to leave that wave and back so you have the
No,
item
sh-
advantage
no.
and the health advantage.
Because that was like a triple stacked wave. Instead of losing 1 wave, which is what she did, which is fine, she would have lost 2.5 waves.
Okay.
Like, you see that fucking wave she was tanking and clearing right here? That was probably close
Yeah,
to
that's
10
fair.
casters and a cannon and a couple melees. Especially with the Zyra going top. It's fine. She has
No, I
health.
was more
The only
curious
problem was
about
her mana.
itself.
Yeah, no. Fine. Your back would have been much better off if you guys had actually crashed the wave instead of handing them a freeze, because in theory, they get a freeze.
Yeah, I just get afraid of pushing up too hard when I know they're a dragon because I just die a lot trying to do that. So I just
Yeah,
play
that's why you have to do it with friends. Oh yeah, I remember doing this. This is a good look at a dive. It's slightly... Okay, he didn't ult me there. I remember that. That was frustrating. But it was slightly misplayed. You guys took a lot of damage that you didn't need to. It worked out fine, but you opened the door for us to outplay you under the tower. It's kind of like how with the Volibear going early on the dive that we did. Like, it works out. It just opens the door to give us a chance to outplay it, you know? Which we didn't, because the Zillion didn't ult. But in theory, if the Zillion had ulted like me there, we get at least 1, if not 2 kills back in trade. It probably is a 2 for 2 if I get the Zillion ult.
It was also kind of bad because I used my smite, which then cost us this Rift Herald here.
Yeah, because yours is still on cooldown, and I had like, I think I have 2 charges as of right now. Yeah, I just fuck you up a little bit because you don't do shit to me. Bam.
This Alistair gets out of here special.
But yeah. So that was just an overreach because we were coming off back timing, so you guys weren't. Let's take a look. the gold in the pockets. Yep, Oriana has 1,800. How much did you have at the time of the fight? I'm sure Tryndamere had a good... No, he didn't. What? Okay, so the Tryndamere just came out of base. Let's see.
He came out of base and helped me immediately over Herald there.
Okay. Oh, I don't think... Yeah, you hadn't backed since this dive top lane, so you were low to begin with. Didn't have smites. Yeah, it just takes you way too long to start the Herald. That, like, I'm already back on the... I'm halfway there before you even start it. Zillion TPing in mid should just mean that you don't do it at all, because the Oriana has 1,200 gold. You are, like, half health without a smite. Tryndamere is just now walking back to lane. You do it super slowly just because you don't have items. You have a fucking bombies and resistances. So it takes you so long to do this. Like, yeah. If we have any inkling at all, which we did, you just get caught at this. And you're like,
Ezreal gets a free kill.
hell yeah. No, that was a really good ult. Let's see.
And if you throw out 10 ults across the map, you're done.
True. If I was a little tankier, I would have killed like both of you. Both of them on me. They chase that down. 2 for 1 in our favor. I think he chases us down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. There's no way he doesn't with Q plus Zillion speed. Oh, yeah. Leper should probably back here after getting 2 kills. He can finish item potentially. Fade Sheen. Fuck, how much? I don't think he actually can quite yet. He probably needs. And if they didn't fuck with any of the Triforce things, which they probably did, because Sheen's less expensive. Sheen is 700 gold now. So shit, but fucking. God damn it! Why'd they have to do this shit?
Sorry.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I want to watch this back. I was too busy thinking about fucking items. I don't know how much you need to finish your Triforce. I don't know if you're even going Triforce. I think you are, but... Okay. This is actually really good back timing for you guys. There's no fucking plates to get. I know you don't... Like, you can't buy much, but it's still worth it. Just because it's a free back timing. There's no plates to get, so... We're getting first tower top lane. And then this just, yeah, opens the opportunity for this to happen. You might be able to turn this back and get one back, but yeah, you do. Okay.
I think he actually finishes.
I
Maokai
missed the
healing?
ult.
Yeah.
I missed the ult, that's why.
It's okay. I zoom in, smite, get that, and then I shouldn't die here. I think leopard TP's to help, maybe? I think I just walk out, actually. Oh wait, no, I think I'm like surprised.
She gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then she dies to her, doesn't
No, she doesn't. She lives. I remember it was really sad. Yep. That's like the closest that Tryndamere's gonna get.
Or Danny. You guys just raffled the poor dude. Didn't even give him a chance.
Hey man, he picked Tryndamere. The
He
Volibear.
always picks Tryndamere.
Literally, we had a fucking Rammus, and he picked Tryndamere. That was a dumbass pick. Like, we picked Rammus into 1 AD. We picked Rammus into Sivir, and then y'all went and picked Trundle and Tryndamere.
I've known Danny a lot of years, and he's just a one trick. I met him when he was support one trick brand.
Yeah, this should be free drag for us. And I think we just end up walking out of here, because we can. We might catch...
Yeah, no, I think you
Oh
catch.
yeah, we just fight.
Surprised how fast you were. Fast.
Yo, I got my fucking chem tank, bro. She's dead here, I believe.
Yeah, she
Should have the
chased
taunt here in a
really hard to
second.
kill me.
Yep. And then we should get tower here. Volibear should just kill the Trundle here, actually. Trundle doesn't have flash. Pepper, what are you doing? Stun his ass. Okay, there we go. Oh, he was leaving the kill for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Silver's killing herself on me. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't. This is the only thing Tryndamere can do is he split push, especially since he's fucking ignite Tryndamere. Let's see. At this point, the dragons are still even, and you definitely have scaling. Red side just needs to like chill out a little bit because we have a lot of pick potential. Yeah, we definitely overstayed here. Give back 2 kills for free. We should have just like backed off when the Herald was gonna get the charge. That's kind of like the rules. You just like let the Herald get the charge and leave because we're not gonna get the fucking tower. Oh yeah, he ults here, and then Cillian, I believe, runs him down. Yeah, and then that's just an overstay. After crashing the wave into the tower, he should have seen we were backing off, so he should just leave. If you're gonna take anything, don't take the wolves, take the Gromp, just because it's like an easier out. Doesn't take, yeah. Like, you might be able to do the wolves quicker, but I don't know. That's very deep. You have a long ways to go before you're out if you get caught at the wolves like you did there. But yeah, so as a red side, you do still have really good scaling. You do have the Trundle. It will still be useful against either Volibear or Rammus. It's not, you know, like, yes, Rammus is strong, but it's not the end of the, and not the end of the world. Somehow you give them the slip here. You were out way too fucking far without anyone else out there. Like, you were out in the river when we didn't have push in mid, which is just a little bit too far. Just because they can collapse on you so easily, which they should have done, and I know they have done before in other tryout games, I remember. Specifically on Zyra as well.
Yeah.
In the exact same fucking spot, I remember you, like, blind face checked this brush or some shit against, it was the exact, it was literally you versus Chubby, Zyra versus Maokai, the exact same fucking matchup, and you face checked that exact brush on the same side of the map. This was unlucky. Just the Trundle pillar slowed him too much, but it's a good look. Tryndamere just has to try and split push. We should be able to get 2 towers, I hear, I believe. Tryndamere should crash this wave. He sees us all in mid still. You can crash this wave in. I would crash this wave, take the Krugs, and then recall. Instead, this is now, like, gonna stack up here, and then some lucky soul, like myself, is gonna be able to catch it. But yeah. Dragon's in 1 minute here. So, that's the next thing. Honestly, as the red side, unless you get there first, I would consider potentially just giving it. I wouldn't start it up either. I would just take the space and hold the space for Tryndamere split push. Especially since you see Volibear bot lane, so Volibear can't match. I would just hold the space. You have a lot of zone control between Orianna, Maokai, and Trundle. So if you guys are just established in the river, just like chilling around here, Sivir should not be backing right here. Like, it's 25 seconds before dragon spawns. You have to be backing like a minute 15 before. You have to be back out on the map a minute before it spawns. And this just catches you out because you were like clearing wolves or some shit instead of holding this space. And then fucking Ghost Chem Tank Rammus just catches Orianna. Tryndamere can do what he can, but Volibear can TP. And now we answer the split push. We get the free dragon. We get 2 kills. And we should win the 3v2 if you decide to contest. Or 4v2, my bad. We didn't lose anyone. But yeah, this definitely just needed to be, from the red side, slowing it down, playing around your win conditions. And your win conditions are setting up space and making picks. So like warding out your flanks, getting set up at objectives first. It's really pretty hard for you guys to move into an area through a choke. Both teams like controlling chokes, so whoever gets to control it wins. So between Orianna, Maokai, and Trundle, you just want to get established at objectives, try and get the push out mid with 4 members, and let the Tryndamere split push. Which is sadly the only fucking thing you can do when you have a Tryndamere as your top laner, especially one with Ignite that can't teleport places. This should be a dead leper. This is in fact an overextend. Should be able to ult him, walk away. Orion and Civ are slowly coming to assist, but yeah, no, it's just too slow. Does not work out. Or he's still running? Okay. At this point, neither team can really do the Baron yet. Sivir still only has 1.5 items. Ezreal has 2, but Ezreal's not the best Baron taker. And that's not supplemented in any other lane. So neither team really has a threat at Baron until we start getting closer to 30 minutes, unless it comes off the back of a fight. There's no dragon for 3 minutes, so this really should just be like 2 minutes of farming and then tug of war for vision over the dragon, most likely. Should just be playing around Orianna at this point, playing around Orianna picks. Alright, here we got a little bit in the Nayra ambush set.
I remember this.
I think I ghost Chemtech and try and grab someone or some shit. Oh, he shorted it. Or, he didn't short it, but he couldn't get all the way over that wall. Yeah, and that was just greedy. Greedy pathing. There's nothing to fight over for 2 minutes. One pick won't do it. But yeah, that's exactly what your team wants to do, is just running people down and picking them. But yeah, that should give you free control over the blue side area. You don't have the liberty to start the Baron yet, just because Ezreal, Zyra, and Zillion will eat your fucking ass. And you don't do it particularly quickly yet. Does Kraken Slayer even have attack speed? It has some, but it's still gonna take Sivir a long fucking time to do it. That was a really good play for the Orianna. Alright, we got 1 minute on the dragon. This is a pretty late back from the Sivir. It's funny, the Tryndamere split pushes when the objective's up, and then groups when there are no objectives. I think you're gonna back now and come to the dragon, but you're gonna be there late.
Outdamage Sivir like crazy right now too.
Yeah. Sivir just finished Essence Reaver. We end up establishing the space first. Leper's gonna TP in. Tryndamare's going back top lane now. Oh yeah, there we go, yep. TP in, Zillion ult, so we have the luxury to do things like that, and yeah. Yeah, it's just the story of who finds the pick first at this point between the two comps. Oh, there's quite a bit. Oh shit, this goes 40
Yeah,
minutes?
I
Goddamn, that's
tended
a
to,
mistake.
try to
Not
make
go
it
this long.
casual too much with a couple of these things.
Alright, we push out the waves. We should just recall and go establish a vision over at the Baron as the blue side. Yeah, we should just be recalling now. Everyone. This is... Oh yeah, I remember I yelled at you. Because if you get caught here, it's actually fucking doomed. And I've seen ADCs get caught staying too long to steal camps too many times.
Yeah, but not as.
No, I've seen Ezreal's. Yeah, Leper is out a little fucking far. I mean, I kind of respect that he's 10 and 3. He can probably get away. He steals the red buff. They probably need 3 people, I want to say, unless it's like the right 2 people. They need 3 people to kill him.
Too, 'cause they just cleared like 3 wards.
Does he have any
into that
MR?
dragon.
He doesn't have any MR, so... Oh,
I get
yeah,
caught
that's a
here.
little far. Yeah, you want to be like holding hands with your jungler when you're going to go ward up anywhere. That you don't... Like, if you're going to go ward somewhere that, you know, your
Yeah,
waves
you
aren't
can
pushed
sit.
fast, you need someone, yeah, to babysit you. Ah, I remember this. I don't get the zillion ults. I mean, it still kind of works out. It's a...
They didn't even
It's a
try.
3 for 3. Oh, I remember this. This is... Yeah. You were so close to outplaying that.
Yeah, this is like the point where I was like, I do a lot of damage. I'm just gonna go crazy. And,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes it did well, and you know, other times we lost the fight, gave it quadra to Sivir.
But yeah, the Orianna is just as big as you are, if not bigger. So,
Yeah, dude, the new season in Orianna burst damage is like, I still gotta get used to it. I mean, I'm used to it now. I just play like a huge baby,
mhm.
and then hope no one tries to kill me.
That's whatever. But yeah, as the Zyra, unless when our waves like right here, you can't be going to clear a pink in the Baron pit unless there are at least 2 other people with you. Honestly, at least 1, preferably 2. Like if Volibear and Rammus are right next to your side, you're okay. But yeah. Let's see here. How does this game last another 10 fucking minutes?
You guys have crazy. Oh, yep, see, more. There's one.
No, that's my bad. Got a little too greedy. I almost got the fucking Orianna, but not quite. But yeah, without the without the Volibear TP, that shouldn't be a play that I'm looking for, with no one immediately there to follow up on my taunt. Thankfully, there's no objectives up. The rest of us are still strong enough that we can still keep pushing the lanes. Oof. That one hurts.
Puffin just beat the shit out of me with a stick.
700 health.
Season 11, boys. Welcome to it.
Ain't it just the best?
Like, that's fucking dumb. What the fuck? Did he even press E?
Yeah.
I think that
He
might
QE'd.
just
No,
been
he
a
QE'd.
So,
He QE'd.
he did QW, but I don't know if he died before.
Or QW, my bad.
Or
Yeah.
QW, yeah, sorry. Oh no, here comes
Yeah. And then that's just a little far up. Especially like when it's still 4v4 on the map. Y'all can do that, but with the Zyra gone, you'll kind of just have to run away and be like, aight, whatever. Let's just reset and get ready for this drag here in a minute and a half. You really should just be playing. Honestly, the game flows around objectives. So. Oh yeah, that was me trying to auto the ward wall and Powerball. Oh well. But yeah. So you should just be looking to play around objective timers. Back 1:30 before that happens. Go establish vision. So. And now we're just stalling to see if we're strong enough that we can at least zone them out. I'm honestly surprised they didn't try and contest us here without the Ezreal. They potentially could have, like, this. You just want to get the space, so maybe you just like fucking Maokai ult through and walk through, and try and see if you can force something before Ezreal's there. Just try and catch someone with the Orianna ultimate. But instead you never get established and you guys are caught in this. Only one person goes through, and by the time everyone else goes through, Ezreal's here. Orianna ult hits one person and it's defensive, so we just get the sweep. I think we get Soul and Baron here. Yeah. And that's just the class, you know, the same thing that I've been talking about is what both comps want to do is control a space. And we were able to control the space first on the blue side, so red side had a hard time of getting through. Like, you really need to just Maokai ult as the lead, and then have Maokai and Trundle walk through first with like a Sivir ult on the back end, so you can all go through at the same time. Maokai ult to make sure that they can't wombo you while you're walking through the choke.
He doesn't work hard for Scooby Snacks anymore.
Neither do I, man.
Nice snacks.
Is your life really that sad?
I'm not much of a snacker. I eat like once a day, to be honest.
Dude, Dad's
kinda
going up
lame,
first
man.
to get your dinner.
You know, I was really, really poor for like 6 years and couldn't really eat, so yeah, I only eat when I'm hungry. I don't get that hungry.
Fair enough, fair enough.
You've trained your body.
I
Yeah,
was
it's really
bored.
unfortunate. I mean, the first month I moved back with my parents for like a year, I gained 25 pounds in a month.
For me, I developed I don't like peanut butter from being poor.
Yeah.
It's always on sale.
This is a bit of a masterclass from wave manipulation, and just lining up your waves. But so this is how you want to do the 1-3-1. Is you want all the waves to fucking.
Crash at once.
Look at this Ezreal being an asshole. Like, what is he doing?
Excuse me. Hello, game. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we fucking do here. Okay. So first things first, okay? Is mid lane, we're not going to go past here until the side lanes are to here and to here, right? So those are like the 3 points here, here, here. And then the next step is like here, here, and here. And then you just slowly work them up. Don't overextend, don't get caught. The biggest fucking sin is getting caught while doing this process. So you can see we're not going past here. We're catching the wave here and trying to, like, you know, take the space because our Volibear and our Zillion are establishing it. Our Zillion's not going to go past right here. Volibear's backing up, and we're able to push up and establish a spot in this space. So they're going to have to, you know, send more people here, and Volibear is eventually able to establish a spot in this space. And now we're just going to hang around here and like around here until this tower falls. And once this tower falls, then we can move up into this pocket, and this pocket. It's all about no one getting too far out. It's kind of like the fucking what's that fucking like? Oh my god.
I call it a line of scrimmage.
I think it's called kabaddi. Kabaddi. It's an Indian sport.
Why not just reference football?
No. This is more like a no, because football's not the same.
Yeah, but
This
it's a line
do
of
you know what kabaddi is?
No, but
Okay,
everyone
then you wouldn't no, line of scrimmage is different. This is different. It's like this is more of like a tug and pull.
yeah, this is where I big dig too. By the sense.
Yeah. No, that was me.
Well,
But
I
yeah, so
also
like we're
big
doing
dig
it.
that.
We're doing it just fine, you know, we're working everything up. And then I go for the Sivir because I have no respect. Instead of just getting the towers, because we got the bot one, so we should just like surgically get the 3 inhib towers. And then look at the inhibs. Because we still had another minute on our Baron. We could have realistically gotten triple inhib and then called it. And potentially looked for a fight as 5 once we got triple inhib. But instead, we just get the double inhib. But yeah. So this is how the game goes to 40 minutes. It should have been over at that Baron. That was a misplay. Yeah, so now it's just boring until everyone respawns. There's nothing to do for another 2 minutes until Elder spawns. We have Inhibs pushing top lane, so the Volibear should probably just go bot, and then we 4-man in the mid lane, try and get those last 2 Inhibs if we can. Jungler, once we get up here, we'll want to establish vision, just so we can walk safely through this jungle. Like once we can get to here, just establish vision here and like up here, and then especially as a Rammus, just like bounce back and forth and be a threat so no one can flank either of the lanes. Like maybe drop a ward here, and like here, just so we can safely get up to this point, and then we have our pathway through these 2 points where we can't get flanked, and we don't have to worry about pushing up and threatening those inhibs. Sivir goes hypey. It should be alright. Oh, yeah. Some of those walls are just too bad. You just can't get over them. And then, yeah, the Volibear never makes it into this fight, I believe. He might be able to clean up the back fight. If he was able to get in sooner, this would have been a lot better for the blue side. Oh, this is a good look. So that's probably like the best look y'all are gonna get, honestly. As red, especially with the Sivir getting 2 kills on her own onto Ezreal and Zyra to start the fight. That's like the best you can get. But at this point, we were up like probably 5k to start that fight, so 5-6k. And then we just get space. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much more to say about this game at this point. The big thing was game went too long just from some unnecessary overextends from blue side. And it was only blue favored because they just got set up for objectives first. Red needed to get set up first, just because both comps had the exact same fucking formula. It's like go for fucking one-shot picks with your ultimates, and then have an ADC to clean up the back end of the fight.
Yeah, and I think Ezreal's just
Split push potential from the top laners. Yeah.
So, questions.
Yes. Question
How
time.
should Red have played that game from that Baron fight earlier? And like, how do you counter the 1-3-1?
It's really fucking hard. In theory, if blue does it right, you can't.
It's really hard with a behind Tryndamere too.
Yeah.
Tryndamere be on his own in the side lane.
Like, your best shot is either just to ride out the storm and try and wave clear, which is potentially doable with, Sivir Oriana, but it's potentially doable. The other option is to just Sivir ult. Especially when you're 1-3-1ing, your best bet is usually just to force on the 3, if you can. Just try and force as hard as you can on the 3. The only problem with that, though, is I believe both of our ones had teleport. So the other option is to, if you were tracking the TPs, you can choose to force on the one of the ones as well, which would probably just look like Sivir, Oriana, Maokai, just running at someone with their ults, right? Just like Sivir ult, Oriana W, just running at someone. But again, that's hard because it's a Zillion. Zillion has E speed up, and the fucking Volibear has Q speed up, so it could be hard. But you basically just have to catch one of the 3 lanes just a little too far out and punish with ults. Just run them down with ults. But yeah, at that point, it's kind of hard to do anything against it. Alright,
Makes sense.
other questions on the game? No? None?
Nothing really comes
Not
to
at
mind
the
for me.
moment.
Okay, that's easy. Alright.
The most I can think of is literally just should I have played a bit more topside. But even then, I feel like it was kind of gambly with how topside was going.
Yeah, it's just really hard to play topside when you're both AD. Just because it's really easy to itemize against that. Like Leopard just rushed tabbies. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna call them ninja tabbies forever. But ninja tabbies and Bramble Vest. If you just rush those two.
Makes sense. Because like my mindset was early, just go 3 camp, come bot side once, get them ahead, and then play top side. But kind of went south.
See, the thing with Sivir is you don't really get her ahead. I don't know. Even when
Yeah.
Sivir's like super fed, her 2-item lull is so massive, and her mid game's just so atrocious. I don't even think it matters. Like she's just gonna AFK push as soon as she gets a half item anyway. So I don't know if even going bot's even worth it for you, to be honest. Now you did get a free kill, so there's that. But oh
Okay.
my gosh,
This
I'm out.
this is
Uh-oh.
this
I'm
is
out.
what it is, just for reference.
Good.
Just so you guys know. Okay. But yeah, there's VOD review for game 1.